According to the National Sample Survey, in India, people with disabilities are underrepresented in schooling and further education. Persons with visual disabilities in particular find it difficult to access education in science and mathematics related fields as compared to those without disabilities. This denies them equal opportunities in learning and employment. In fact, the previous law, the Persons with Disabilities Act 1995, legitimated exclusion of students with visual impairments from learning which required mathematics. Section 30F of the Persons with Disabilities Act 1995 directed states to eliminate purely mathematical questions for the benefit of blind students and students with low vision. During the COVID-19 pandemic, education has been disrupted for many. Students and teachers have been forced to increasingly rely on e-textbooks and online resources to continue with education. While students with visual impairments usually use electronic study material with screen reader assistance, they may end up depending on teachers, peers, or family support for navigating the inaccessible material. Due to current school closures, it would be even more difficult to go through these. Shouldn't the study material then be made accessible even more urgently? Let us take the example of two students, Ajay, a student with visual disability who uses a screen reader, and his friend Samir, who does not have a visual disability. Due to inaccessibility of the textbook, Ajay navigates a 8th class mathematics chapter on linear equations in this way.
5x equals 25, 2x3 equals 9, 537 2, 610 2, 2, yz plus equals minus.
Samir, on the other hand, navigates the same chapter in the following manner. Let us take the example of another subject. We find that it becomes difficult for Ajay to navigate a chapter on money and credit in the Class 10 economics textbook due to the insertion of a watermark.
Heading Level 2. What does all this suggest? First, Heading Level 2. The formal sector still meets only about Heading Level 2 half of the total credit needs of the Heading Level 2 rural people. Heading Level 2 needs are met from informal sources.
Samir, on the other hand, sees this. In the same chapter, an inaccessible graph means Ajay struggles to comprehend the following text.
Poor households, well-off rich. Households with few assets, households. Blue. Percent of loans from the informal sector, 85%. 15%. Purple. Percent of loans from the formal sector, 10%. 72%, 90%, 28%, 53%, 47%.
Meanwhile, Samir sees a text box with 4 pie charts that tell him the percentage of loans taken by different households from the formal and informal sector. As per Section 17(1) of the current law on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016, suitable modifications in the curriculum and examination system must be made to meet the needs of students with disabilities, with Section 42(1) further specifying that all contents available in audio, print, and electronic media be in an accessible format. The Act eliminates all exemptions from science and mathematics education. When the onus of accessibility is on the state to adapt materials to the needs of all students, then why should these subjects still be inaccessible? Vidhi's upcoming study details several other issues of accessibility in educational resources that students with visual impairments face and how to solve them.